Welcome to Pythia's Prophecy Tarot. This is a general reading for all signs. It is general, so parts may apply, others might not. Just take the bits that do. If none of it does, please check your other placements. Let's get started. I will start with Cancer, as it's Cancer season. So, Cancer. Cards are just spinning. Okay. Cancer, what is the message here? Or how do you feel towards your love interest? Cancer. How do you feel towards your love interest? Cancer's feelings towards your love interest. Cauldron. Okay. And Cancer's love interest, what is their feeling towards Cancer? Cancer's love interest, what is their feeling towards Cancer? We've got call for help. Okay, I think there's just one there. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Interesting, Cancer. So you've got cauldron, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. So it feels like for you the connection isn't over. Okay, there's something bubbling away here. Okay, and this person has got call for help. Reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. So they could be literally reaching out to you, asking for help. Okay, for some of you, they definitely want to reach out. I feel this person wants to communicate. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some cards out for you and some cards out for them. Cancer. Let's start with Cancer. Okay. Wow, the Star. And for this person, Cancer's love interest. Okay. All right. So Cancer, you've got the Star right at the heart of your reading. Okay. So you feel something's bubbling away, and with the Star energy at the heart, it feels like, I think you're very visible. Okay, you're enjoying yourself. Maybe you've got other things bubbling away as well. Okay. I think this person also sees you as a star. Now, at the root, we've got you. Okay, so this is you. This person could have moved on from you, Cancer. Okay, and this is someone who may have moved on from you. For some of you, you have left this connection behind and you moved on. Okay, the thing is, though, with this Nine of Cups, I think you still desire this person, Cancer. You still desire them, which is why it's brewing. It's still bubbling away. With this Five of Cups, I think you miss this person. Okay, maybe at one time this person was seen as a dream. Okay, you may have thought you'd make a good couple, right? And it's something you still desire. Now, with this Five of Wands in the actions, I feel like there's some conflict here. Okay, some sort of falling out. And we've got the Three of Wands in the outcome. So it feels like you're standing there waiting. Okay, I think you're expecting this person because they've got that call for help, and it's almost like you're expecting it. Okay, maybe you expect this person to come back to you. Okay, for some of you. Okay, they've got the Hermit at their heart. Okay, so it could be a Virgo, but it's someone who's very introspective, a loner. They're focused on you. That's what I feel. See, you've got the Star here. The Hermit focuses on the Star. So I think this person is very focused on you. With Justice here, Cancer, they want to make something right. Okay, maybe the fact that you parted ways, right? They want to fix that. There's something that is recognized now about your situation that wasn't known to this person before. The problem, though, is that you're not speaking to each other, and so this person is hoping to reach out. Okay, with this Page of Cups, it feels like they're coming towards you with an apology and they really want to see some sort of movement in your connection, okay? And so there's going to be some kind of reach out. They might even ask for your help, you know? Yeah. That's interesting. So it looks like while you're in this combative energy of the Five of Wands, this person is coming to you seeking your assistance, okay? It's like a peace offering. They're coming to you seeking peace. They want to make things right and they may be in need of assistance, okay? Let's just clarify that. Okay. Let's look at this star. Why is star there for Cancer? Page of Cups. Yeah, they're coming towards you. You're the star, right? That's what this person's hoping to do. They're coming towards you, okay? Seeking some kind of healing as well in your connection. Let's look at that Chariot. The World. Yeah, I think for you, Cancer, this is a closed chapter. You've sort of moved on. Your connection with this person has ended. You're not talking. There's silence. But with this cauldron energy, your desire for this person is still there. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Yeah, the Hermit. This is the person you desire, okay? That's the person there who's going to reach out. Let's look at that Five of Cups. Ooh. See the Star in the reverse. I think you thought this could go places. You missed this person. You feel you could have been good together, okay? And I think they feel that too now. Maybe at the time they didn't. Let's look at that Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Yeah, there's some strife, problems, maybe even in another relationship or at work, okay? It may not even have to do anything with this person. It's possible. Let's look at the Three of Wands. Yeah, you expect this. You're sort of seeing that this person, you expect them to reach out. You expect this person to be at this crossroads and reaching out to you. Okay, so it's almost like you see this coming. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords, you're very discerning. You see it coming. Okay, let's look at this Hermit. Four of Cups. Yeah, they're very they're not happy where they are. They're very focused on you. Let's look at the High Priestess. The Magician. Yeah, they want to make something happen here, but the fact that you're not talking is a big obstacle. Yeah, they see the need to work with you, okay? It's like you have the skills to do something with this person. Let's look at Justice. The Lovers, yeah. Now they're choosing, they may have made an unfair choice in the past or done something that you thought was unfair to you. And they want to make this right now. They're choosing to do the right thing. With the Six of Cups, this is a person who longs for you. Let's look at that Page of Cups. Seven of Wands. I feel this person is getting prepared to push past your defenses, okay, to offer this apology. I think they know that you're going to have your defenses up, maybe because of some conflict, right? And they're getting ready to push past that. Let's look at the Eight of Wands. Yeah, they see something long-term and stable with you. Now, for some of you, it might be in the realm of work, okay? Like this person really feels that you're someone good to partner up with in work. It could be like that. But if it's love, then they definitely see something very stable, very successful with you, okay? But they may not always have felt this way. That's what I'm getting. Because it looks like this was a dream of yours at one point, and it looks like although it's still bubbling away, you kind of lost hope that this was going to happen, and many of you moved on, okay? Became a closed chapter and you moved. So that's what I'm getting there for you, Cancer, okay? So let's move on to Leo. I felt like doing this new format, but I have a horrible feeling it's going to be a really long video. Okay, so let's see. Leo. Okay. What's the message, or what is the energy of Leo towards your love interest? What are you feeling, Leo, towards your love interest? What are you feeling towards your love interest? Black Cat. Okay. And let's see. Leo's love interest. What are you feeling towards Leo? What are their feelings towards you? Leo's love interest. What are their feelings towards you? We've got the death will come. Ooh, okay. Okay. Interesting. So Leo, you put a black cat. It says there's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown. Okay. So you're taking a plunge, you're taking a leap of faith. Yeah, there's an energy of you being unafraid to go on this leap of faith, okay? Whereas this person has got death will come, mortal, finite, fragile. I think this person is feeling fragile, to be honest. Now you can always, swap it. Okay, you may resonate more on this side. But this person, for this reading, I've got them as your love interest, and they are feeling very fragile, okay? Maybe they think your relationship is ending, that you're going off on this journey. Something of the sort, yeah. Or it could be something else that's making this person feel fragile, okay? Maybe something else in their life has ended, who knows? Let's see. Okay. Leo. Message for Leo. Okay. And for this person, Leo's love interest, what's the message for them? Yeah, Leo, gosh. Okay, so looks like you're getting ready to take a leap of faith, right? With this Eight of Swords, I think you felt that you couldn't do much. I think you felt that this relationship with this person has kept you from achieving your full potential, okay, for some of you. And it feels like something that you feel like you couldn't get out of, because you really want to be on your way. I feel you want to leave this person behind, Leo, okay? You're not speaking up about it though, okay? Maybe you recognize that this person is fragile and you're not sure how to tell them, but it feels like you want to leave them behind. You feel like you're being hampered, okay, by this connection. And with the Seven of Wands, it feels like you're ready to fight your way out there. There's something in your past maybe that you wish to go towards, or a place. It could even be a place, right? And with this Knight of Pentacles, I think you're prepared to do this. No matter how long it takes, you're going to try to dig your way out of the situation, okay? Yeah. Now, this person who's feeling fragile, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this person is just in a wait and watch. They're sort of just waiting and watching, right? Because they're guessing, I think, that you feel this way, okay? Now, it may be someone that you may have made a promise to, Leo, okay? This person feels like you made some sort of promise to them, okay? And they're waiting to see if you follow through, because with the Six of Swords, I think that they know that you want to be on your way. You want to be on your way, and this person knows it, okay? The problem here is making a decision, right? Because it feels like maybe no one's making a decision, okay? Maybe you're not doing this, Leo. You're being quiet. You're not happy, but you're not speaking up. And this person with this Five of Swords, I mean, it's leaving them feeling pretty bitter, okay? I have to say they're feeling quite bitter about this. They do love you, Leo, okay? This is the outcome for this person. So, I mean, even if you go on your way, I think they will find love, okay? But it feels like it just feels like you feel stuck here. You're not terribly happy here, okay? Okay, so let's see. Why is the Eight of Swords there for Leo? Oh, Two of Wands. Yeah, see, you're at a crossroads. You want to move on. Let's look at the Chariot. What's up there? Two of Cups. Oh, Leo, maybe you have someone else, okay? If it's not that, it could, well, let's see. You may have something else or someone else that you wish to move towards. Now, let's look at the Seven of Wands. The Magician. Yeah, you're determined to make this happen, this move. Let's look at the High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. See, you're starting something in secret, okay? I think, you're not revealing everything to this person who you might even be in a commitment with. Gosh, let's look at that Six of Cups. Where's the Six of Cups there for Leo? Queen of Swords. There's someone you wish to go back towards, okay? You're nostalgic for someone in your past, and I think this other person sees it, okay? Now let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Judgment. See, you recognize that no matter how long it takes, with the Eight of Cups, that you're going to leave this behind, okay? Now let's look at this person. Where's the Seven of Pentacles there? Death. Yeah, they're waiting for you to, that death will come is literally their card. They're waiting for you, right, to end it. This person is expecting you to end it. Let's look at the Hierophant. Ooh, the Six of Wands and the Hierophant. Yeah, you made some sort of promise to this person or a pledge, and with that Six of Wands, it's something that everyone's aware of, okay? Let's look at the Six of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they know that you want to be on your way here. There's a Two of Pentacles, there's Six of Swords. Yeah, I think Leo, if you want to be on your way, you need to just decide once and for all, because this feels like a death by 1,000 cuts, It's long, it's drawn out. You maybe are feeling reluctant to hurt this person, but they are hurt already. So it's better to just make a clean break, okay? Let's look at the Five of Swords. Yeah, Page of Wands. See, this, when you initiate action, this person is going to feel very, very pretty bitter, okay? Let's see the Two of Cups there. The Lovers. Yeah, I think this person will also in time find love, okay? But they're going to be a bit bitter about the fact that maybe you're moving towards someone else as well, okay? Because it seems like there's some kind of commitment that's either been made or a promise of a commitment, right? And they can see that it's ending, okay? So that's what I've got for you, but it's probably best to just make the decision and sever the tie, right? Because the longer it drags out, the harder it is for this person, okay? Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Leo. And always feel free to reverse it, okay? Maybe it's not you that wants to leave, maybe it's the other person, whatever. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Virgo, what are your feelings towards your love interest? What are Virgo's feelings towards your love interest? Witch, okay. Interesting. And let's look at Virgo's love interest. What are their feelings towards you, Virgo? Virgo's love interest. What are their feelings towards you? Virgo's love interest. Ooh, I'm going to take this top one. What is this? Ooh, thirst. Okay. Interesting. With sacrifice. Gosh. Okay, so Virgo, you've got Witch, right? It says grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within belly, awaken all that is. So it feels like very much an energy of manifestation, of wanting to make things happen. This person has got thirst, craving, compulsion, and obsession. Wow. Are they? This person is literally thirsty for you. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. What's the message here for Virgo? Message for Virgo. Okay, strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Fool. What's it? Fool, the Emperor. And we've got... Okay, and let's move on to this person. Virgo's love interest. Ooh. Virgo's love interest. What's the message for them? The Chariot. Queen of Swords. Okay. So Virgo, you've got this energy of strength. Okay. I feel you're holding back from this person. It really could be a Leo, okay, for some of you. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but you're holding back. You feel powerful. You want to manifest something. With the Emperor here, you're taking control, right? You're deciding to go. You're calling all the shots. And with the Fool, it feels like you feel like you're ready for something that is, you're ready to take a risk as well, okay? You're ready to take risks and go for what it is you want to achieve, you know. Now, the world is what's crossing this. So, I mean, you do need to close something out with this person, okay? Or if it's not with this person, there is some area of your life that needs to be successfully completed before you can have this Fool journey. Like, some of you may be tempted to do this before you close off other things, okay? I think this is what you're working on with this Ten of Pentacles as well. You see a chance to build wealth, to have some kind of family legacy, right? For some of you, this could be about a new job, right? You could be seeking a new place of employment. And the outcome is a Six of Wands. So you're going to make your dreams come true. You're going to be successful and you're going to be seen as successful. Now, this person is in the energy of a Chariot. I don't feel that I think they see you like this, okay? They see you successful, taking a leap, going towards something that you want. With the Seven of Wands, I think they're trying to block you, okay? They'd like to block you. With this Eight of Swords, this person feels like their hands are tied, okay? They can't stop you from going off and doing this thing. I think this person would like to stop you. You know, we've got that Seven of Wands as well. They really want to stop you. Now, with the Six of Swords, I mean, this is the obstacle for this person. It's letting you go without a lot of drama, okay? Because they've got some kind of compulsion here to hold on to you. You know, they want to block you from doing things. This could be a very possessive person, okay? And they're trying to, they need to let you go because, you know, you can't keep someone a prisoner. And it feels like this person is trying to keep you stuck with them. Now, with this Hierophant here, I mean, this person could be someone you're in a commitment to, or you made a pledge or something, right? And it feels like they're trying to honor that, okay? And I think they want you to honor that as well. Now, the outcome is the Empress. So there is a new life here. I mean, a new start. Maybe for this person, you know, they'll see you go on and have some sort of victory. Maybe they'll have a victory too, you know. Let's see. Why strength here for Virgo? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're very clear about what it is you want. Why is the world there for Virgo? King of Cups. Yeah, I think you need to tie up loose ends, Virgo, okay? Before you follow your heart, there's like practical things that need to be completed out. You could be tempted to just rush off and declare your feelings to someone, but there's practical stuff that needs to take place, okay? Where's the Emperor there? Queen of Swords. Yeah, I think you recognize that you have to, you have to be in this Emperor energy to get what you want, okay? Asserting yourself over this person. Maybe you feel that this person is very possessive, right? And it does look like they are. It looks a little unhealthy. They are trying to block you. So it's like you know that you've got to harness your strength and your masculine energy to really push this through, okay? Let's look at the Fool. There's a Fool there. Yeah, the Hierophant. I think you want to go off on you want to commit to a different path, okay? A different life, a different path. But there's things you need to close out here. There's loose ends to tie up, okay? Let's look at that Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands, yeah. I think you may be a little too hasty in moving towards the next thing, okay? Like moving towards it before you're even out of this, okay? Let's look at that Six of Wands. Nine of Swords. So I think there will be success, but there may also come with worries. Virgo, you could be worried what people will think of you, okay, in leaving this person or leaving this job or whatever, because the way you're leaving it with this Knight of Wands, tells me, you could be a little reckless, you could be a little hasty, and you may exit this in a very messy way, okay? I think there's a need to be fair, cross your I's, dot your T's, and just exit it properly. Now let's look at this person. Why is the Chariot there? Queen of Cups. Yeah, they see you moving on, okay, towards someone else. Let's look at the Six of Swords. Yeah, the Six of Swords. So they, moving on calmly is the problem here. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. The Tower. Yeah, it's come as a tower to this person, okay. They're trying to resist this change. They can see that you mean to leave. This person's trying to block you. Let's look at that Eight of Swords. The Lovers. Yeah, the fact that you have another choice open to you is, this person feels like their hands are tied, because there is another option here. Let's look at the Hierophant. Four of Wands. This may be someone you're on the home with. Virgo. Let's look at the Empress. Death. Oh gosh. Okay. If this person wanted a new life with you, there is an end to that, okay? Because you're heading off. For some of you, this may be somebody who you thought you were going to commit to, okay? And then you've changed your mind. If that's the case, be mindful about how you exit that connection, okay? And that could be why you're worried about what people will think, okay? Yeah, just be careful not to be hasty here, okay? There's a need to complete this properly. Like you need to close it out properly to be fair to this person. That's what I'm getting, okay? Okay, so that's Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. Okay. It could be a job as well, okay? Maybe some of you are planning to leave the job, leave family behind, whatever. But just exit that situation properly. Okay. Okay, what is the message, or what are your feelings, Libra, towards your love interest? Libra's feelings towards your love interest. Libra, what are their feelings towards your love interest? Ooh, haunted. Okay. And let's have a look at your love interest. What are their feelings towards Libra? What are their feelings towards Libra? Libra's love interest. What are their feelings towards Libra? What is this? Ecstasy. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Two completely different energies. Wow. It's very strange. Okay. So Libra, your love interest, your energy towards your love, your feelings are haunted. Okay, there's someone you miss maybe. This is an energy of regret. This is an energy of constantly harking over the past, right? And it could even be thoughts that are, with these roots here, thoughts that have been flourishing in your mind for a long time, right? Could even be negative thought, regrets, and yeah, it's a depressing energy. Now, your love interest, on the other hand, has got ecstasy, yielding, rapture, bliss. Wow, this person's happy. Okay, this person's pretty happy. Now, feel free to flip it. Okay, interesting energy. Okay, we've got that at the bottom of the deck. We've got free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. Yeah, I think this person's a happy-go-lucky person. They are free-spirited, and with the sovereignty and independence, I think they're really enjoying themselves. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, you're missing them. Okay. So let's see. Libra. Message for Libra. Five of Cups. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, and let's look at the love interest. What's the message for them, or what's their energy towards Libra? Chariot again. Jeez. Okay, maybe it's because it's Cancer season. Okay. Wow. Okay. Libra, so you are haunted. You're missing this person. With the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of confusion here. Okay. Maybe you feel haunted by the fact that this person has options. Okay, for some of you. Some of you could be actually worried and, really depressed that this person could be out exploring their options. Yeah, with the Three of Swords, there's heartbreak. Now, what's crossing this is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be that you need to make amends for something. Maybe there's something you did because you're the one with the regrets, right? So maybe there's something you did and you need to make amends. Okay, with this Four of Pentacles, see, you're not doing it though. You're sitting there, you're haunted, you've got all these negative thoughts, but you're not really taking any action. And the outcome is the Hanged Man, which is again an air of suspension. I think Libra, you've gotten too comfortable feeling sorry for yourself. Okay, you missed this person. Maybe you were unfair to this person, and now you're worried they're out exploring their options. But it's like you can't bring yourself to say sorry or to apologize or to make it right. And in the meanwhile, you're just sitting there in this really uncomfortable position and just sort of stewing, okay, with your thoughts, ruminating over this. Now, this person, meanwhile, is out living their best life, okay, with ecstasy. I mean, with the Chariot, they're really going for whatever it is they want. They're in the driver's seat. They've got dreams, they've got hopes, This person's pretty happy, okay. Now, yeah, I mean, they have moved on, okay. They have left this behind. If you treated this person unfairly, they are not holding, I don't think they're holding a grudge, okay, because they're too happy. This is a high vibrational kind of energy, and they're just moving on. With the Seven of Wands, it feels like this person is determined to make some dreams come true, okay. They have goals they want to achieve. They're determined to do this. The obstacle is this Queen of Pentacles. Are they your spouse? Gosh, okay. Or maybe they just have some sort of responsibilities here, okay. Yeah, I feel they're done here, Libra, okay, with this Ten of Swords. And the outcome is the Seven of Swords. There's something that's gone down between the two of you, okay, that's caused a lot of heartbreak. This person's done. They know that they're moving on. They're happy to do so. With that Six of Swords, they are not going to fight. They're not interested in creating a fight, okay? But they are determined to get what they want here. Maybe they have obligations and responsibilities, though, that would need to be discharged, okay? And with the Seven of Swords, I feel they're going to keep things close to their chest. I don't think they're going to share a lot, okay? Okay, which is maybe why you are in this energy. You don't know what this person, where are they going when they leave your connection, right? And it's haunting you. Okay. Let's look at that Five of Cups for Libra. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's regret. I think you made a choice here. Okay, you made some decision that you did that you regret. That's about Six of Pentacles. Temperance. Yeah, it's up to you to fix this. And even if you can't fix it, because it looks like this person is determined to move on, in order to restore some sort of harmony, maybe you need to make amends here, okay? Let's look at that Three of Swords. Yeah, Three of Wands. I think you're expecting a lot of heartbreak, okay? Okay, let's look at that Seven of Cups. Yeah, King of Wands. See, you're not sure what this person is going to do. Where are they going? Which option are they going to pick? And you're haunted by this. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. See, you need to make an apology here, Libra. You need to make a start, and you're not doing it. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Yeah, Two of Wands. I think you're just going to stay here, not doing it. Okay. This is somebody you love, but you can't seem to bring yourself to apologize. Okay. I don't know, it seems like your ego is bigger than, you're quite comfortable sitting in this haunted energy, missing this person, regretting things, but not really doing anything. Let's look at the Chariot for them. The Moon, yeah, they're moving on, okay, and they're not revealing. That's the thing. I think that's what's causing you a lot of confusion. With the Moon, this person is being very stealthy, okay, very secretive. Why is the Queen of Pentacles there? Page of Cups. Yeah, you might have children with this person and they have responsibilities. Let's look at that Seven of Wands. Yeah, this person's in love, or, whatever goals they have, they care about something. They care about those goals enough to fight for it, okay? Let's look at that Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords again. They're not interested in fighting with you. Let's look at that Ten of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is determined to be free-spirited, to be independent, and to go off and explore things, okay? They don't want to be part of a family dynamic anymore. But the problem here is that they still have some responsibilities, okay? Maybe to children. So they can't be entirely free-spirited. Now let's look at that Seven of Swords. Where's the Seven of Swords there? Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're not letting you know that there's something that they really want to go towards, okay? Job, person, whatever. They're not letting on. But I feel like you have done something to end this connection, okay? Because you're haunted, you need to make amends. And it may be that even in offering something, this person may not stay, okay? But in the interest of restoring some kind of harmony and fairness, I think you have to make some kind of, some sort of overture to this person, okay? And it looks like you can't bring yourself to do this. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Libra. But this is kind of a waste of time sort of energy, right? If you're really haunted, you need to apologize to this person or reach out to them or something. But it doesn't look like, at least at this time, that you're going to do that, okay? We'll see in the next reading. Okay, so let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Scorpio, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Scorpio. The Veil, okay. Okay, and Scorpio's love interest, what are their feelings towards Scorpio? Scorpio's love interest, what are their feelings towards Scorpio? Scorpio's love interest, what are their feelings towards Scorpio? Reason, okay. Okay, interesting. So Scorpio, you've got the Veil, okay. There could be things you're not seeing here clearly. Yeah, you don't see things too clearly at this time, okay? It feels like old patterns, old ways of thinking are stopping you maybe from seeing things clearly. Now, this person's got reason, listen to advice, think clearly, intellect. So this person is much more, they're much more in an open-minded kind of energy, okay, where they're willing to learn, they're listening, they're thinking clearly. You're not thinking too clearly here, okay? Okay, let's see. With that intellect, I don't know, some of you could be dealing with an air sign, okay, but there's, this person's very much in an energy of learning stuff and being a clear thinker, okay. So Scorpio, what's the message here for Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? The Hierophant. And this person, what is Scorpio's love interest? What's the message for them? of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so Scorpio, you don't see things too clearly. Okay, the current situation is the Hierophant, so it feels like things that are very orthodox, learned knowledge. You know, that's what I'm saying. I had that feeling with the Whale that something of the ways you're thinking is too conventional. Maybe you feel if someone acted a certain way or they've always been a certain way, then that's how they're going to keep being. Okay, there's something like that. You're not seeing things as they are. With this Ten of Swords, something could be coming to an end. Okay, maybe this commitment. It feels like someone here wants to move on. I'm not sure yet if this is you. Okay, it could be this person who wants to move on. The obstacle is the Seven of Swords. There could be some kind of self-delusion here, you know, where you're not seeing things clearly and you're fooling yourself about this. You need to see things clearly. And then the outcome is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there is a fresh start here. I don't know if it's this person. Okay, let's see. Their current energy is the Four of Pentacles. So they're not giving you much, Scorpio. Okay, they're not, they're not giving you much. This person is in a sort of learning. Okay, and while they learn, they are holding on to what they have, keeping things very close to their chest. With this Ace of Pentacles, I think they want to go for something new. Okay, yeah, this person's moving on. They want something new. With the Hanged Man, they feel differently about this connection of yours. They're seeing it differently. Okay, maybe they've been getting advice. This person has had some kind of wake-up call, something about your connection. They've realized. And now they're in a very clear thinking frame of mind and they're holding back. They've decided they want something else. Okay. The problem here is this Three of Pentacles. Maybe you still have to work with this person in some capacity, like you have kids together or you co-parent or something. Okay. Their next step is the Queen of Cups. Now, I'm not sure yet if this could be you or it could be another person here. Okay. There could be someone else that this person is interested in, and the outcome here is the Three of Swords. So I am getting another energy, like another feminine energy. Okay, I think there's you who's not seeing things clearly, and then there's someone else here that this person wishes to go towards. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Why is the Hierophant there for Scorpio? Four of Swords. Yeah, I think Scorpio, I think some of you think that this can be healed, this connection, okay, because you're in a committed relationship or because this person has always been amenable to healing things with you in the past, okay? Maybe you've had fights and you've made up. And so you think that this time is not going to be different, okay? And that's the veil. You're not seeing things clearly. Let's look at that Seven of Swords. They're the world. So you're deluding yourself about this completion, okay? This time this person means it. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at that Ten of Swords. Strength. Yeah. This person is going to find the courage to end it once and for all. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at that Six of Swords. But I feel this is a rocky relationship. See, they want to move on. They don't want to fight. I think there's been a lot of conflict in your... Yeah, I'm getting that, that love-hate kind of relationship where you fight a lot and then you make up, maybe this person wants to leave and then you manage to reel them back in, but this time it's like it's happening, it's different. This time this person needs to go on. Now let's look at that Queen of Swords. Yeah. So you need to recognize that this person is done here, okay? Let's look at that Ace of Cups. Temperance, yeah. I mean, this person is going to find love, but then maybe so will you, because this is the outcome. It could be for you as well. But this situation with them is done, and I think you're not really seeing it. You're sort of fooling yourself, okay? Okay, let's look at this Four of Pentacles. Why is that there? Nine of Swords. Yeah, they are anxious. Okay, maybe even a little guilty if they're leaving once and for all. And so they're not giving you much with this Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. They're holding back. Let's look at that Three of Pentacles. Justice. Yeah, this person is thinking maybe of a legal end, you know, and they could be getting advice on that. Okay, let's look at that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Cups. They're dreaming of a fresh new start, a new chapter. I don't know with the Seven of Cups if it's very realistic, okay, but they're basically exploring their options. They want something new for themselves. With the Knight of Wands, maybe this person is a little too impulsive, okay, maybe even a player, you know, and there could be a player and you've had a lot of fights with them, but you've always managed to heal the connection, okay, and so you think that this time as well you can heal it, but no, I think this time this person means it. Let's look at that Hanged Man. Six of Swords. Yeah, they definitely want to move on this time. Let's look at that Queen of Cups. Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yeah, there's somebody that they wish that their feelings are in another direction. Okay, that's what I'm getting, away from you. But I think they do mean to make whatever payouts need to be made, and then they want to be on their way. Okay, and that's what they're getting advice. I feel it's legal advice. Let's look at that Three of Swords. Where's the Three of Swords there? What is this? King of Cups here. This person's in love, okay, with that King of Swords, right? They're the King of Swords. They're also getting legal advice. I do feel that, but this person is detached. They've decided to leave this behind. They're moving on towards someone they love. But I feel, Scorpio, in time you're going to find love too. That's what I feel, okay? This person will hurt you. But then I think in the longer term, you will be happy, okay? Like, I mean, I know it sounds a bit of a cliche, but because of these cards, the Ace of Cups and the Temperance in your outcome, I feel that you'll be okay. You know, like once you recognize that you're fooling yourself and that this person doesn't mean to stay, okay? So that's what I've got for you. Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius. Let's move on to Sag. Sag, what's your feelings towards your love interest? Sagittarius, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Sagittarius, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Oh gosh, got two. Okay, I'll take that. Underworld and Dark Moon. Okay. And let's have a look at your love interest. What are their feelings towards you? Eternal Youth. Okay, I'm going to take that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think this person, Sag, with the... I mean, sorry, this is you. This is coming as you. The Underworld and Dark Moon. So I think there's, you know, you are between worlds right now. Okay, I feel like this connection with this person hasn't started or restarted. Okay, but something else in your life may have ended. Feels like you're between worlds, okay, with this Dark Moon. It feels like there's baggage that needs to be released, maybe before you can have this new beginning, okay. This person's energy is eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality. So, I mean, they could be younger than you, but they're quite happy. They're quite happy-go-lucky, okay. Yeah. Let's look at this Death Rites. Saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. This person could be closing out a chapter in their life also. Maybe going off, doing something else, you know. Okay. Oh, let's see. Sag, what is the message here for Sagittarius? Okay, Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. the Moon and the Empress. Okay, let's look at this person. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Tower, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Sag, yeah, you're between worlds. Okay, you're releasing something. We've got the Two of Cups right here. Okay, so there is love between you and I think this person. Okay, but someone needs to make a decision here. Okay, or a decision may have been made already to release this. With the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like waiting, watching. Someone's in between and trying to make things happen here. Okay, the Magician is what's crossing it. So yeah, it's actually making something happen here is the blockage. Okay, with the Moon, there's a lot of things that aren't clear here, right? We've got that dark Moon as well. I feel this person is still, I mean, this could be you, Sag, is still feeling a lot. There's baggage, there's emotional baggage here that needs to be released, okay, in order to have this new beginning with the Empress. That's what I'm getting. And now let's look at you here, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, I mean, you have obligations, you have responsibilities. With this Five of Swords, you're a little conflicted, okay? Maybe you're not too sure about, I mean, this person is conflicted. For some reason, I feel like your energy is here, but I mean, but just take it as it fits, okay? But this person is conflicted. They want to come towards you maybe, okay? Offering this up. The obstacle here is the Queen of Wands. There may be somebody else in the picture, okay? And this person has to create some kind of tower in their life in order to come towards you. And with the Ace of Swords, they will reach out, okay? They will communicate. But I think you, if this is you, there's baggage, there's a lot of things that you're not dealing with maybe, okay, that need to be released. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Let's start clarifying. Okay, Sag, what's the message here for Sag? Let's look at that Two of Cups. I mean, there's love here. Seven of Wands. Some of you, I mean, you could be resisting love, okay? Because you have baggage, you have things to deal with. Let's look at that Magician. Yeah, the Chariot. You may feel like this is out of reach, okay? This is not something you can go for, especially if it's a third party, okay? And so you're resisting it. Let's look at that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups. You know, I think you recognize that there is love, but for some reason you feel it's not possible to go towards this. Let's look at that Two of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict here, okay? Internal conflict. It could be a third party. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at that Moon. Ace of Cups, yeah. There's a lot of baggage. There's attached to this Ace of Cups, you know. It feels like it's something you desire, but at the same time, maybe you can't speak up about it, okay? It's not something that can be openly acknowledged, especially if it's a third party. Yeah. And there's deep feelings, but for some reason you're holding yourself back. You don't feel like you can do this. Let's look at the Empress. King of Wands. Yeah, but I think, you know, someone's going to make a move here and restart this. That's why I feel it's between worlds. You know, you're going to have a new chapter with this person. Maybe you don't see this coming, okay? But someone's going to make a move here. Okay. Now let's look at this person. There's a Queen of Pentacles there. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I mean, someone's seeing this person sees their responsibilities differently. Okay, maybe they're committed, right? And that's why you feel you can't have this with them. Now let's look at the Queen of Wands. Four of Wands. Yeah, I think, this person may already be in a relationship, okay, which may be why, they'd be like the other person, okay. Maybe they're not prepared to be in like another person. Okay, somebody's committed here. Maybe it's this person. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be something coming into a reach out, coming to this person. Okay, maybe from you. Or they're coming towards you. Okay, let's look at the Five of Swords. The Hierophant. Yeah, somebody's committed and this person is conflicted about their commitment. Okay, with the Moon, all that's hidden, but they are conflicted as well. You're conflicted and they're conflicted. Okay, definitely it's a third party. Let's look at the Tower. There's a Tower there. Ooh, this is the Lovers. See, it's I think when this person met you, Sag, it hit them like a bolt from the blue. They were reasonably happy in their commitment, but then they met you and it's like, now they're very conflicted, they're considering putting an end to this commitment. That's what I'm thinking. Now let's look at the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Sun. I think it's all going to be laid out very clear for you. Okay, they're going to be clear. They're going to communicate. Someone's going to make a move here to get things going, and there's going to be a new chapter. Okay, whoever the masculine energy is here will make a move. That's what I feel. Okay, because we have the Emperor as well there. Someone's going to make a move. Yeah, they're going to profess feelings. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Sag. Just need to be a little more patient. Okay. And then I think when that masculine energy makes a move, you're not going to see this coming. Okay. But if you have baggage, work on releasing it. This person also needs to do the same. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to Capricorn. What is the message here for Capricorn? Capricorn, what are your feelings towards your love interest? What are Capricorn's feelings towards your love interest? Oh, okay. And Capricorn's love interest, what are their feelings towards you? Capricorn? Capricorn's love interest, what are their feelings towards Capricorn? Ooh, Hunter. Wow. Okay. Capricorn. So you've got Owl, okay, which is all about wisdom, right? You've got you've really got wisdom here and some sort of clear sight and some sort of inner knowing as well, okay? This person's got the Hunter, aggressive, tracker, provider. Geez, yeah, this person's a bit aggressive. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Hope they're not going to get aggressive with you. Let's see. It could be because if you're the masculine energy, then or whatever, this person could feel that you're the provider, okay, and so they're aggressively keeping track of your movements, okay, for some of you. Let's see. Capricorn, Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, Six of Wands. Ooh, what is this? Queen of Swords and the outcome, Five of Swords. Let's have a look at this person. What is the message? What is the message for them? Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're providing for them, okay? So you've got wisdom, knowing, right? You could be offering this person even some kind of peace offering, okay? There's confusion here though, okay? I feel like, but with this wisdom, it seems like you're seeing through some kind of smoke screen or some, like maybe this person has, because they're a bit aggressive. They could have muddied the waters in the past for you, right? You could have been confused. But it's like now you know, okay, now you know. With that Six of Wands, You are aware of how things will seem to other people, okay? Maybe you feel you've stayed with this person out of a sense of obligation, or because other people expected you to keep providing to them, okay? But you see clearly now what you couldn't see before. And the problem here is the Eight of Swords, which is crossing. It's feeling like you're stuck in the situation, okay? This person is aggressive and it makes you feel like there's not a lot you can do. But I think that's not the truth, okay? With that owl as well, there's wisdom. You know that you always have choices. Queen of Swords here, there's a need to be discerning, okay? To see the truth. The Queen of Swords is very wise, right? It's about gaining that wisdom. Maybe you need to consult other people, right? More knowledgeable people to see what your options are. And with this Five of Swords, it is going to still leave you conflicted, okay? Because I think you provide for this person. Now, this person may not be a love interest. For some of you, yeah, they definitely are. Could even be just any kind of aggressive family member here, okay? Who sees that you're moving on, you know? They know that you want to move on. They see that you're done here, right? That you want to move forward. And the problem is here that you have to work with this person, okay, who's very aggressive. Could be an ex-partner or like someone you co-parent with, something of the sort, okay? You have to, you can't just leave this person behind. There's things you need to do together. And I think that's making you confused because this person's aggressive, okay? I feel you're the provider. See, the Six of Pentacles, they mean for you to keep providing to them, okay? And the outcome is a King of Pentacles. No, so it's like, I feel this is your energy. You provide the stability, you provide the finances, and this person doesn't want to let you go, okay? And I think you've been staying out of some kind of obligation. Let's see. It may not be a love interest, okay? It could be a family member who's just very demanding. Let's see. Let's look at that Page of Cups. Six of Wands. Yeah, you keep giving to this person out of a sense of obligation and because you think other people expect you to. Let's look at that Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Sun. You feel that you're trapped here, but you're not seeing things, okay, clearly. With the Sun here, this Eight of Swords as well, blindfolded, right? You're not seeing everything clearly, okay? You're not trapped, you have options. Let's look at that Six of Wands. Yeah, King of Cups. I think you're worried about how people, will think about you, okay? If you follow your heart, if you move away from this person. Let's look at that Seven of Cups. Three of Cups, yeah. I think you've been confused a lot, Capricorn. For some of you, by your peer groups, by people around you, your circles, your social circles. Maybe they told you that, hey, you got to keep, you can't just leave this person. You can't just leave them high and dry. Something like that, But that advice is not serving you. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Right? There's a need to recognize what this person is owed and what they're not owed. Okay? And when to leave this person out. Because if this person is very aggressive, whoever they are to you, and they're just looking at you as someone to, as a meal ticket, but you need to know, irrespective of what other people think, right, to draw a boundary there. Let's look at that Five of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. See, you're conflicted about going off and having some new beginning for yourself. But there's a need to know when to shun this person. That's what I feel, okay? Maybe it's not even your responsibility to keep providing to them, Let's look at that Six of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. See, you're the worker here, okay, Capricorn. You've been working diligently, providing for this person, and they see that you're moving on, and they can't have that. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and they know you're trying to make up a decision here. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles. The Lovers. Yeah, I feel whatever choice you make here, you're going to have to keep dealing with this person. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, with the Ace of Swords, that's the truth. So it's someone you can't completely sever ties with. Maybe it's some kind of ex-partner, okay, who has fallen on hard times. You're not really obligated to do anything for this person, right? But maybe all your friends and their friends are like, well, you can't just leave this person high and dry, something like that, where I think other people are confusing you and making you feel like you have obligations, and maybe you don't. Let's look at that Eight of Wands. The Chariot. See, there's things that you need to do, that you want to move on to, okay? This person is very aware that you want to be done here, and they're getting ready to get aggressive, okay? Let's look at that Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles again. Yeah, they need to make you just keep giving to them. Why is the King of Pentacles there? Yeah, see, Six of Cups. This may be somebody that you were connected to in the past, like maybe an ex-partner from some of you, okay? Where you may even have gotten divorced years ago, but like they need help, or they expect you to keep giving to them, something like that, okay? And it's time to get a rethink here. It's time to get advice, get the wisdom, and see that you don't have some kind of endless obligation to this person, okay? That's really what I'm getting there. Okay, so that's you, Capricorn. And let's move on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, what's your energy or your feelings towards your love interest? What are Aquarius's feelings? What are Aquarius's feelings towards your love interest? What are Aquarius's feelings towards your love interest? Pumpkin. Ooh, okay. And let's get a card from here. Aquarius's love interest. What are their feelings towards Aquarius? Aquarius. Oh, okay, that one was balanced. The Call of the Night. Wow. Okay. Okay, interesting. So Aquarius, you've got Pumpkin. This always sounds like new love, a very fertile period in your life. Okay. Yeah, something very fertile. Just a new period maybe in your life. We've got Grief the Darkness beneath though, so it may be, and grief beneath that. Something could have ended that took a while, and now you've accepted its ending, and maybe you're ready for something new, like a fresh new life. You're ready for a new relationship. This person has got Call of the Night, daring adventure. They're very exciting. Wow, daring adventure, excitement. They're looking for some good times here, okay? Death, right, saying goodbye, formal occasion. Okay, so sounds like they're ready for some excitement after maybe this person was in something quite stale before, and they're ready for excitement. So it looks like both of you are ready. Okay, interesting. Okay. Aquarius. What's the message here for Aquarius? The Hermit. Five of Swords, Hanged Man, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Empress. And it's your love interest, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with them. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, the World, the Lovers, ooh, Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, so Aquarius, like I said, you have gone through a period of feeling alone, okay, and lonely. You're ready for this new opportunity. In the past, you may have been conflicted, right? You maybe weren't ready to let go of of your past, right? Past hurts. You could have been holding grudges, just not holding on to baggage. But now with that Grief the Darkness as well, I feel like you've accepted it to let it go. You're focused on the new, right? With the Hanged Man, you see that wasn't serving you. The obstacle here is the Three of Swords. I think it's been your past heartbreak, to be honest. It's really blocked you, right? Maybe some of you have had such bad relationships, or you've been hurt so badly that you kind of closed yourself off to love, okay? But now it feels like you're willing to release that, you know? We've got the Queen of Swords. So it's recognizing a good opportunity when it comes along for love and seeing this Empress opportunity, you know? There's a chance for love, a new life, and it feels like now finally you're ready to go for it, okay? This person with this Queen of Cups, a very loving, nurturing person, I think they've been in some kind of family dynamic, okay? With the world that's over, it feels like this person, you know, with this Call of the Night, it feels like they don't want to be this staid Queen of Cups kind of energy, you know, they're ready for something more risque with the Lovers, you know. I think this person is looking, maybe this person is not going to be initially ready for commitment, okay. They may be interested in more you know, sexual things. That's what I'm getting with the world, because I feel like they've had that nurturing role, they've had the commitment, you know. They want a new chapter, they want something more exciting. With that Four of Swords, they could be healing after the end of this, whatever this, you know, home life chapter is, and part of their healing is to explore this side of themselves, okay. That's what I'm getting. Part of their healing is to have this, okay. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it is fated. So I think you're going to meet at a time where both of you are going to find this really healing connection, okay. You're letting go of all this old baggage and heartache, and you see a chance for new life here. And this person is also seeing a chance for something new, but for them, it's more about excitement, okay, and passion. And I think in exploring that connection, it's going to be healing for both of you, okay? Because we've outcome here, Empress and Wheel of Fortune. It's brilliant, and it's fated. It's a fated new beginning. So, wow. I almost don't want to clarify this, okay? Let's look at that Hermit. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You know, now you're ready, Aquarius, to finally focus on what you want and what you desire, okay? I think in the past you weren't. Let's look at the Three of Swords. The Star. Yeah, there you are. You know, you had a lot of heartbreak in the past and that held you back. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Ace of Swords. Yeah, now you've got the clarity that that's not serving you, okay? Now you know that the baggage you've been holding on to, it hasn't served you. Let's look at that five. You know, with this Five of Swords, whatever you were holding on to is, it was self-sabotage as well, okay? Yeah, the Hermit. See, you realized that was sabotaging you. Now let's look at the Queen of Swords. The Sun. Now you see clearly, and you see a chance for happiness with this person, okay? Let's look at that Empress. Two of Cups. Wow. So you're going to have a new chance for something amazing here, Aquarius, okay? Empress and Two of Cups. Wow. Let's look at this person. Where's the Queen of Cups there? Page of Wands. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, it feels like a very curious energy. This person wants to explore a different side of themselves, okay? Something more exciting. Let's look at the Lovers. Ten of Cups. Yeah, when it comes to family, I think they're choosing this more sexual connections, okay? Not a lot, but they will choose you, okay? But that's what this person is interested in, not the hierophant, not right now anyway, okay? They're not interested in something conventional. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at that World. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think whatever they had was kind of humdrum, okay? And just focused on the family, their day-to-day. That's what they're calling time on. Look at that Ten of Cups. Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel in the past they have, with that Ten of Cups, put other people's needs ahead of themselves, okay? Maybe you have something in common with you, but that's being resisted now. Maybe they feel that they self-sabotage themselves as well with that, okay? Let's look at the Four of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Cups. I think leaving all the baggage of the past and going on this journey with you, Aquarius, is going to be very healing for the two of you. Okay, let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. Wow, a fated connection. You got the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. So that's pretty amazing. Okay, so this is fated. It's going to come together, and don't be put off if this person says that they just want to keep things a little on the lighter side. Okay, it might throw you initially, but it's going to be a very healing connection, and it's going to work out really well. Okay, that's what I got for you. Wow, that was the best one so far for sure. Okay, so let's move on to who's next? Pisces. Okay. Okay. Pisces, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Pisces, what are your feelings towards your love interest? The Bat. Okay. And Pisces' love interest, what are their feelings towards Pisces? Pisces' love interest, what are their feelings towards Pisces? Pisces' love interest, what are their feelings towards Pisces? Jealousy. Okay. Okay. So Pisces, your feelings are the Bat. Okay. Someone's ready to leave something behind. They're ready to be independent, right? Maybe this is you. Your love interest, though, with this jealousy, envy, punishment, changing course. Ooh. It feels like someone here is jealous. Okay. Maybe at being left behind here. Okay. It's possible this person, if you're leaving this person behind, they're jealous. Okay. If they're leaving someone else behind, that person is jealous. Okay. Okay. Pisces, what's the message here for Pisces? Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Five of Cups, Justice, and the Five of Wands. Now Pisces' love interest, what's the message here for them? Or what's the message for them? Pisces' love interest. Ten of Wands, the, what is it? Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Star, and Six of Swords. Yeah. So someone, Pisces, maybe you're ready as well to be independent, okay, to move towards this new opportunity. With the Six of Wands, it's something that's going to make you feel really good, make you feel on top of the world, okay? Maybe with this person. With the Page of Cups, maybe they've made an offer to you, okay? Now what's crossing this is the Five of Cups, so there's some regret here, okay? We'll have to clarify that. Maybe this is a third party, okay, and you regret this, okay, or something, or somebody regrets this. Let's see. Justice here and the Five of Wands. So there's, you know what, I think whoever's leaving here, Pisces, if this is you, they are going for divorce, okay? There is regret at having to do this, but they are going for divorce, and there's going to be a lot of conflict with this person who's jealous, okay? So now this person, I feel the conflict may come with not your love interest, but whoever they're leaving, okay? So I think that's this person's energy here, to be honest. There's jealousy because somebody's done. This Emperor's finished, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, this person who's being left behind is considering what to do, right? With this Knight of Pentacles here as the obstacle, I think maybe this person doesn't work, okay? This jealous person. Could be a spouse, maybe they don't work and so they're dependent on this masculine energy, okay? With the star here, there is a dream, right, to be together, and with the Six of Swords, there's movement. So I feel this jealousy is at this person moving course. It's not the Emperor who's jealous, it's the person, whoever they're leaving, okay? Okay. So this could almost be the Emperor's energy, okay? Okay. So I don't know, I mean, it's a third party. You could be any one of these people, okay? Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wants to start something new here. There's a Five of Cups there. Five of Pentacles, yeah. I think don't focus on the things that are lost, okay, that you can't recover, and you know, because that's just a waste of time. Don't focus on money that's going to be lost as well. Let's look at the Page of Cups. The High Priestess, right? I mean, this could be somebody, I feel like this is the Emperor and the person they're leaving behind, okay? And that could be you, Pisces, or you could be this Emperor energy, but for some of you, if you're the third person, then this person wants to come towards you. Let's look at that Six of Wands. Page of Wands. Yeah, they know that this could be something that makes them feel good, makes them feel on top of the world, okay? A little bit of an ego energy there. Yeah, let's look at the jealousy. Not jealousy, justice. Let's look at justice. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is going to go for some kind of payouts here. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Three of Wands. But they're expecting this jealous person to fight, okay? Yeah, they're expecting the jealous person to fight. Let's look at this Ten of Wands. Four of Pentacles. So this person is done. This Emperor is done holding on, okay? They're not going to hold back anymore. Let's look at the Emperor. The Magician. Yeah, this person is ready to make things happen for themselves. They're tired of holding back from doing things that make them feel good, okay, or that they want to do. And I feel the person they're with is not only jealous, but wants to punish them with all that strife. Gosh, let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Cups and the Hermit. See, that it is a third party, like I said, okay. The problem is this person is focused on a third party, the masculine energy. So there's not a lot that this other person can do, you know. Let's look at that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Empress. This person is trying to think about what they can do. Hope they're not thinking about what they can do to keep this masculine, you know, to punish them. For some of them, if they're the parent of this masculine's family, you know, like their children, they could be thinking about using their kids against them, something like that. Let's look at the Star. Knight of Wands. Yeah, they feel that this person is being a Knight of Wands and leaving and moving, you know. Okay. Let's look at that Six of Swords. Six of Wands. Finally, I think they're going to have to let this go, okay? Because with that Six of Wands, I feel there's going to be pressure from other people as well. There's going to be pressure to let this go, to not keep fighting and making a scene, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's a little complicated, but I think, yeah, I think this is the energy of two people who are leaving. An energy who's leaving to start something with the third party, and the spouse that they're leaving, okay? So if you're the third party here, then you're not present in this reading, okay, except here. That's what I've got for you, Pisces. But it looks like, anyway, this person who's jealous and who's creating a ruckus, I think will have to back down, okay? Because I feel other people will force them to sort of back down, you know? They'll come under pressure. Okay. Because it's not just that they're upset that this masculine's leaving, you know, with this card, it feels like they want to punish them as well for leaving, okay, which is not great energy there. Ooh, okay, so that's Capricorn. Let's move. Oh no, who was that? Pisces, sorry. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, so that was Pisces. Let's move on to Aries. Aries, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Aries, what are your feelings? Nature spirits, okay. And Aries' love interest, what are their feelings towards you? Aries' love interest, what are your feelings towards Aries? Aries' love interest. What are their feelings towards Aries? Aries' love interest. What are their feelings? Enlightenment. Okay. 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 Interesting. So Aries, with this nature spirits, you feel pulled to do something, okay? It feels like something primal, just being pulled, right? Your love interest has got enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. And behind this, I mean, the underlying energy we've got is redemption, absolution, forgiveness, penance. I don't know, it's possible that somebody here feels called to do something and the other person is being called to forgive them, okay, or something. Let's see. Okay. I feel Aries, if you're here, you're coming up as being pulled to make a overture towards this person, maybe. Let's see. Aries, what's the message for Aries? Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Empress, Hermit. Okay, the other person, what is their, what's the message here for this other person? Four of Cups, the Moon, Page of Wands, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's kind of what I was sort of feeling. So Aries, you want a new opportunity, okay? You regret something or you miss somebody, okay? I feel this person. You want a new chance with them. With this Queen of Cups, this is someone who was very loving towards you, okay? They were loving. Maybe you didn't see it at the time, but you miss this person. You want a new chance with them, okay? Now we've got the Queen of Swords crossing. Maybe there's someone else here, okay? Or this person is not as loving anymore with this Queen of Swords energy. They're a lot more detached now, okay? Okay. You want to see something happen here with the Empress, okay? You're hoping that you can make up for whatever you've lost with this person, that you can start anew, right? And you're very focused on this with the Hermit, okay? Okay, now this person has got enlightenment, so they're going to be enlightened about something, okay? They may have felt rejected by you, okay? Aries with this Four of Cups. With the Moon, they could have thought you were being deceptive, that there were things you were doing that they weren't aware of, okay? With the Page of Wands, there's something you may have started even, maybe a flirtation, something that was maybe happening behind their back and they could have felt slighted, okay? Now, what's crossing is the King of Wands. Now that's you, right? I think you wanting to reach out to this person, okay, is going to throw up some challenges for them. That's what I feel. They are working on their stability here with the King of Pentacles. Okay, this person is focused on work. Yeah, we got the Eight of Pentacles here. This person is focused on work. And as far as they're concerned, I feel this is done. Okay, they felt rejected by you. You did something behind their back, and they feel like it's done. But I feel like you're coming to them wanting to restart. Okay. Feel free to flip, okay, if you resonate more on the other side. But yeah, let's look at this Ace of Pentacles for Aries. Where's up there? Three of Swords. Yeah, I think there's some heartbreak here, Aries. Okay, let's look at that Queen of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. See, this person knows that you went off, you did something, right? You had a little fling, or you did something that hurt them. They're very aware, and so they're going to ask you a lot of questions. This person is not going to be in that sort of loving energy anymore. Let's look at that Queen of Cups. Yeah, Temperance. I think you recognize you had a good thing, okay, with this Queen of Cups and Temperance. Harmony and love, Aries. But it looks like some of you did something here, okay? Maybe pursued somebody else. There's the Five of Cups there. Where's the Five of Cups there for Aries? Queen of Swords. Yeah, now you recognize. Maybe this is somebody you got involved with, okay? And now there's a recognition that this person doesn't feel the same way towards you. Naturally, they're a lot colder now, right? They're a lot colder. Let's look at the Empress. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. See, you're determined to try to recapture this person, okay? You want to hold them back. Feels like someone you let go. Let's look at the Hermit. Yeah, the King of Swords. You're focused on this because you are the one who cut ties here, okay, in the past. I feel you did this. Okay, now let's look at the Four of Cups for them. What is the Four of Cups there for them? The Chariot. Yeah, they moved on from this, okay? They felt rejected and they moved on. Let's look at the Moon. The Fool. See, you did something, you did something risky behind this person's back, okay? That's what they feel. You took, oh yeah, with the Seven of Swords, something very risky was done behind this person's back. Let's look at that Page of Wands. Knight of Wands, yeah. Sorry, Aries, I think some of you were behaving like this, okay? You initiated something, you acted like a player, maybe you had a one-night stand, you did something behind this person's back. Well, they moved on from this, okay? Let's look at the King of Wands. Yeah, the Four of Cups. See, this is you're the obstacle here, right? You rejected this person who was your spouse, okay? Oof, yeah. Let's look at that King of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Yeah, this person is working on their own success and building up their own finances. And that's what they're focused on, okay? And I think they're getting a lot of recognition for it, to be honest, okay? Let's look at the Ten of Swords. Eight of Swords. And I'm also getting for some that there's many people wanting to partner up with this person, okay? That, like wanting to commit to this person. This person is seen as a good catch, okay? And the outcome is the Ten of Swords. So this is over as far as they're concerned. And I think when you approach them, you're going to sort of confuse them, okay? You're going to confuse them a little bit. It's almost like making them relive this betrayal, you know? But I think as far as they're concerned, it's kind of done, okay? Because you were ruthless with this person in the past, okay? I think you left them to go off and do something else. They felt very betrayed, very rejected. They know that you were up to no good behind, you know, like behind the scenes here. And as far as they're concerned, they're done. Okay. I mean, maybe you still should reach out and make amends, okay? But if you're expecting this person to forgive you and for things to go back to the way they were, I don't honestly think that's going to happen, okay? Because the outcome for you here is the Hermit, which means you're still alone, okay? I mean, if you left this person. Okay, I think the person who's been left is doing fine. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. And let's move on to Taurus. Okay, what's the message here for Taurus? Taurus, what's the message for you? What are your feelings here, Taurus, towards your love interest? What are Taurus's feelings towards your love interest? What are Taurus's feelings towards your love interest? Owl. Oof, the banshee. Okay. Okay. And Taurus's love interest. What are their feelings towards Taurus? Taurus's love interest. What are their feelings towards Taurus? Taurus's love interest. What are their feelings towards Taurus? Taurus's love interest. What are their feelings towards Taurus? Okay, we've got love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, oof, lasting commitment. Wow. Okay. I've got free will here. Okay. Okay. So Taurus, you've got the owl. Okay. So you've got some kind of knowing or wisdom. You see something clearly. With this banshee at the bottom of the deck, it feels like you recognize you may have done something that has caused pain. Yeah, we got grief beneath that. Okay, there's sadness. This person has got love conquers all, Taurus. So they kind of expect you to commit to them, or there's like, yeah, there's some sort of loyalty and commitment that's expected here. Okay, we do have free will beneath this, so I don't know. Maybe someone was single, but they expect a commitment now. Okay. Okay, and you may have done something here that you kind of regret. I don't know. Let's see. Because of that banshee, there is pain. Okay. Okay. Taurus. What's the message here for Taurus? Oh, the devil. God, Taurus. Okay, I'm going to take that. I think that's a... okay. The Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Okay, and this person, let's see. What is the message for them? Taurus's love interest. Judgment. Okay. Strength. The Fool. Six of Cups and Ace of Cups and the Magician. Gosh. Okay. Okay, Taurus. So we've got the Devil right at the heart here. Okay. For some of you, okay, I'm not going to go there yet. Let's not go straight to the third party. It might be for some, but I think there is something that you have done, Taurus, and you feel chained to. Okay, with this Devil energy, you recognize now that you did something that's causing you pain. Okay, with that banshee, you created the situation. You've got yourself trapped in something. Okay. You're aware that you want to walk away, you want to leave this behind, but now you feel it's very difficult because with this King of Swords, you might have to be a little ruthless here. You might have to, I don't know, you'll have to be a little cold here, okay? And with this Two of Swords, you're not sure what to do here. You got yourself trapped here, okay? Maybe because with this Two of Swords, you couldn't see the truth in the past. You didn't see the truth of the situation. Right? Whereas now with the owl, there's clarity, there's wisdom. And so you're considering still what to do, You're sitting in this Devil energy, feeling stuck, feeling afraid. You really want to leave, but you're not sure what to do. And the outcome is this Queen of Swords. Now, I think this may be somebody else even, okay? This might even be this person. Okay. Because I think you'll have to be in this King of Swords energy and maybe square up to someone, the person you're leaving, who will be in this Queen of Swords, okay? Now, this person, with his love conquers all, I mean, they are seeing a future with you, Taurus, okay? With judgment as well. They're expecting some kind of major decision, maybe a commitment, okay? Because with strength, they feel very strongly about this, okay? With the Fool, with the Fool, it feels like they want this leap of faith, But what's causing this is the Six of Cups, Taurus. I think, you may already be committed, okay? Or there could be children here that are in the way, something like this. But this person is determined to have some kind of commitment with you. Maybe kids are in the way, okay? They really want this beginning with you. They're very determined. There's a lot of determination, and the outcome is the magician. So I think this person with that determination and the magician, Taurus, which is why you feel like you're stuck, okay? This person is not going to let you go easily. And I feel like you want to leave, okay? Okay, jeez. I don't know what you've gotten yourself stuck here. But this person's expecting a commitment. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at the devil. Why is that there for Taurus? Why is the devil here for Taurus? Yeah, strength. I think you recognize that it's going to take a lot of courage courage, and it's like marshalling everything you have to break free of this, okay, situation here. Taurus, let's look at that Two of Swords. The World. Yeah, I think you want to call time on this person, but you're not sure how to do it. Let's look at that King of Swords. Yeah, the Tower. You've got to bring about some kind of tower here, to free yourself. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. The Lovers. I actually feel that you may be walking away from a lover, okay? Because we've got that Six of Cups here as an obstacle. I think your family is the obstacle here, okay? I think you want to leave this lover who's expecting a commitment. Let's look at that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. You're wondering how to let this person down gently, okay? Gosh. Let's look at that Queen of Swords. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. I think this person's going to recognize, okay, the truth of a commitment here. Like maybe you even promised commitment to this person, and now when push comes to shove, you can't do it, okay? Let's look at Judgment. Where is that there for them? Yeah, Page of Cups. See, they were expecting some kind of proposal, maybe. There's strength there. The Devil. Isn't that interesting? You've got the Devil clarified with strength. They've got strength with the Devil. This person is determined to keep you, okay? With that Devil energy, they're determined to keep you. You're going to need to harness everything, all your courage to break away from this person, okay? And this situation, which I think is a third party. I think you're walking away from the lover, okay? Let's look at that Six of Cups. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I think the fact is, Taurus, you still think fondly of your family, and now you feel you've trapped yourself by getting involved with this person. Because you still, you have family, you have children, maybe you're not prepared to walk out on all of them. Let's look at the Fool. Yeah, Six of Swords. If they can see that you're moving on, that you don't plan to do this, that you're not really planning to take this leap of faith towards them. Okay, let's look at that Ace of Cups. Six of Wands, yeah. This person wants a victory, okay? They want a victory with you. Let's look at that Magician. Seven of Wands, gosh, they're determined. Taurus, this person is, with that Magician and the Seven of Wands, they're determined to get their way here, okay? They want a commitment with you, from you. With that Strength, they are determined to hold on, okay? To keep you stuck, keep you tied to them in some way, okay? And I think in terms of some kind of commitment. But the only problem is, I think you may have a commitment already. Or if you don't have a commitment, there could be children maybe who are not pleased for this connection, okay? And you feel like you're pulled between your children and and this person, okay? So the children could be the third party, okay? But either way, I think you don't want to be with this person, and you're not sure how to let them down. That's what I'm getting. I think you feel like you got into something which is now causing pain with this Banshee, Okay, well, I mean, this person is determined to keep you. I'm just going to clarify a little bit more just for you, Taurus. Let's see. Because this is interesting. I mean, you've got the Devil here. Let's look at Strength. Why is Strength there? Tower, yeah, you're going to have the courage to rip this band-aid off, With the Tower, it's about letting this person know that you want to leave. Let's look at the Devil there. The King of Wands. See, they're going to take action to keep you. They want to prevent you from doing anything else. Okay. With the Emperor sort of stealing your agency. You know. Yeah, stealing your agency. And it's interesting because this person, there was free will at the bottom of this, right? Independence, sovereignty. This person doesn't want you to exercise your own free will in some way. Okay, they want to keep you tied to them. Okay. Yeah. With this King of Wands and the Seven of Swords, you know, I think keep you tied to them through this deception, okay, that you undertaken here, the thing you did that's, I hope they're not blackmailing you, Taurus, okay? Oh gosh, for some of you, they might be. For some of you, they might be blackmailing you. I mean, that might just be for one or two of you, where they're threatening to tell your family if you like don't follow through with this. Oh my gosh. Because that person's really determined. Let's look at that Seven of Wands. Your Wheel of Fortune, you know, they want this with you. But I think this person, because of their determination, and we've got the King of Pentacles here, which is you, but they want a spouse as well, okay? So they're determined to make you walk away. Yeah, for some, they might threaten to tell your family, and this has got you feeling trapped. Yeah, see the Tower and the High Priestess for strength. You gotta blow this up, okay? You gotta have the courage to do it with this person. That's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles, definitely a third party, okay? Yeah. Yeah, Taurus, that's what I've got for you, okay? So, you gotta have the courage to end it with that person, okay? Some of you, like I said, they could be blackmailing you, trying to keep you stuck, trying to prevent you from doing anything else, okay? That's a bit of a messy situation. So I'm going to apply to everybody, thank God. But there's some Taurians who definitely would be experiencing this, okay? Okay, let's move on to Gemini. Phew, that's the last one. Gemini, what are your feelings towards your love interest? Gemini, what are your feelings towards your love interest? What are your feelings, Gemini, towards your love interest? Mischief. Woof. Okay. And let's have a look at your love interest. These cards are a little hard to shuffle. Okay. Gemini's love interest. What are their feelings towards Gemini? Creator. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oof. With prey. What on earth? Okay. Okay. What on earth's going on here? So Gemini, we've got mischief here. Okay. Now you could feel that this person was deceptive in some way, or that there were people around them that were deceptive. We do have third harvest here, which feels like maybe there is another go around. Okay. Or for some of you, this could even have come, like this love interest could be like not your first love or your second love, even maybe your third big love, okay, something like that. But there's some shady business here, and other people are involved. Now they've got the creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. Jeez, okay. So somebody wants to do something here, okay, and I feel they're looking over at you. Okay, they want to catalyze something. Now we've got this prey as the underlying energy, stalked, invaded, watched. I mean, this person could be watching you, but I don't know. I hope they don't look at you as prey. It could be that they're even being stalked. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Gemini, what is the message here? What is the message for Gemini? Nine of Wands, Three of Swords, Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, Ten of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, and let's have a look at this person. What is their energy? Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So it feels to me that actually Gemini, I mean, yeah, this could be you, okay? You could have become aware of some mischief when it concerns your love interest, okay? With this Nine of Wands, you're very guarded here. You're very guarded, okay? You're aware that this person has hurt you with this Three of Swords. With the Three of Wands, I feel you were focused on a chance for love, okay? You're focused on the future. With this third harvest, I think, like I said, you see a chance for happiness. You're guarded against this person who's hurt you, okay? With this Hanged Man, it feels like you are ready to let this person go. Like you've hung on to the situation for a long time and you're sort of getting ready, but you really need to do this. You need to surrender this, okay? Maybe the problem also is that you see this person differently, okay? It's like you've seen something about them you can't unsee. Maybe this mischief quality, okay? With this Ten of Cups, you're focused on family and your happiness, okay? And the Five of Swords as the outcome. I mean, this is an energy of being defeated, okay? Feeling defeated by maybe this mischief maker or this person. I'm not sure, okay? Because I feel you had an expectation of something and other people may have gotten involved and messed things up, okay? Now this person, this creator, catalyst, they want to do something, okay? They want to leave a situation. They're thinking about this with the Seven of Pentacles. With the Queen of Swords, they become aware about something, okay, Gemini? But with this Ten of Wands, they need to end that. Whatever they want to walk away, they need to lay that to rest completely, okay? They're focused on their work with this Knight of Pentacles energy. And with the Four of Swords, they want to reach out and heal this. Now, with this prey, though, it's possible this person is talking and watching you, okay? But it's also possible that this is the energy of the mischief makers, okay? People who were watching the two of you, okay? That's also possible. Because I'm not really getting a stalking energy from this creator, this catalyst. I'm sort of getting... So I think that might even be the other people, okay? Other people may have ruined this connection. Let's see. Okay, why is the Nine of Wands there for Gemini? The World, yeah. I think for you, you're guarded. Maybe you feel this is over, okay? Let's look at the Hanged Man, Queen of Swords. There's a need to see things a little differently here. Okay, and for some of you, I'm getting if this stalker prey person is an ex-partner, it's time to let them go, okay? Let's look at the Three of Wands. Oh, just a sec. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, see, this person was expecting something long term, okay? Let's look at the Three of Swords. The Fool. I feel they wanted to take a leap of faith. Like Gemini, this is you. You wanted to take a leap of faith, but there was heartbreak, there were mischief makers, and so now you're very guarded against this person, okay? Okay, let's look at that Ten of Cups. The Lovers, yeah, someone's choosing a lover here. Let's look at that Five of Swords. Ten of Cups. And this is leaving you maybe conflicted, okay? So I think you're, it feels like maybe you're in the energy of hanging on, maybe not wanting to close out a cycle here, okay? Because you see this person maybe as family, okay? And that's why you need to see this differently, okay? You need to surrender this. There is heartbreak because this person wants to do something else. They're the catalyst, right? They're going off on a new journey. Yeah, they're choosing someone else, okay? And this is leaving you conflicted about your family. But let me get a card on that Mischief. Well, actually, let me clarify this and then I'll come back to that. Okay, let's look at that Eight of Cups. Yeah, this person is just walking away. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. So I think this person is someone actually that you're in a connection with, Gemini. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they're done. They want to start something new. Let's look at that Queen of Swords. King of Wands. They recognize that they have to be proactive and go for this with the Ace of Cups, right? They're trying to create something new for themselves. Let's look at that Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I think they're even thinking of... This person wants something that is a lot more equal, okay? Maybe they feel that they were not getting that in this relationship. Or otherwise, they're just thinking about how they can make payouts, right? If you want a connection with them. Let's look at this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're at crossroads here, okay? They want to start something new. Let's look at that Four of Swords. And they're taking a time out. They're taking time to think about this, okay? Oh yeah, they're thinking maybe of a third party that they want to move towards. And Gemini, I have to say with this, if you're the one that is trying to stop this person from moving on, okay? With this Mischief, I don't know. I hope you're not trying to do something here. Let's look at that. Let's look at Mischief. Where's that there? Where's Mischief there for Gemini? The Hanged Man and the High Priestess. I think some of you are... with that Mischief doing something because... You know intuitively that this person feels, has someone else, that their feelings towards you have changed, okay? And some of you may want to do something to get this person to drop that new love, okay? Again, if it's not you, just flip it, or you might be this third person, okay, whatever. But the person here, I think, is doing Mischief to get someone to feel differently about the third party, okay, who they know that their partner wants to move towards, okay. And this person who's the catalyst is the person who wants to make that happen, okay. Now I'm going to get a card on that Prey. Where's Prey there? Yeah, the Magician. Gemini, that's you, okay. Gemini, Virgo, whatever. But for some of you, I do feel you're the person here, okay, who's watching and stalking this person. Because you can't bear to let them go. You know that they're going off, that they're going to start something new. You can't bear to see this happen. And you want to get them to drop that third party. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like, you want them to see that person in a different way. And with Mischief, you could be doing something shady here. Okay. I hope not, but I hope this isn't you. But there is someone here who's up to no good here. Okay. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, gems. If this is not your energy, then please be on your guard. Okay, there could be somebody else planning some mischief. Okay, so that's everyone now, I think, because yeah, we started with Cancer. So please tell me in the comments if any of it resonates. Okay, do hit like, share, and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It helps the channel. And if you have any other suggestions or anything for the channel, please let me know, and I'll try to accommodate it. And see you next time.